Hello my friends, how are you today? Welcome to another video here in the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan and today the stock market is crashing. The NASDAQ had such a horrible week along with Tesla and most other tech stocks, right? The stock market is having a very rough time, but as crazy as this sounds, I am still very optimistic. I have reasons to be optimistic, and I will go even further and tell you guys that next week, most likely we're gonna have a very positive week with 70% chances of having a positive week. All the arguments I will present to you in this video are backed by statistics, historical data, technical analysis, and price action. And I bet you like this video. Now, pay attention. The NASDAQ is dropping more than 10% since its last peak, but the NASDAQ already did a movement like this in the past, other 65 times. Let's take a look at how, historically speaking, how the NASDAQ behaved in the past. Usually the NASDAQ goes up 0.8% in the following week after a 10% drop since its last peak. And I have a very interesting data to share in this video. Check this image over here. This image, we don't have all the other 65 times the NASDAQ crashed more than 10%, but we have a good picture of the last 20 times the NASDAQ crashed more than 10%. And each column over here tells us how the index behaved 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year after a 10% drop. Statistically speaking, in the last 20 times, the NASDAQ did a green positive week 70% of the time, okay? 6 times it wasn't a positive week, while 1 time we closed on a break even in the following week, and only in 5 times we had a bear week. On average, 1 week after a crash, in the last 20 drops, we had a 2% gain. Okay, so we have literally 70% chances of going up next week, on average 2%. That's how we see, that's how historical data backs our argument here first, okay? Now, it is very important to tell you guys, this is not an investment advice. I'm just sharing with you my insights. I'm just a guy, okay? I'm just a trader, a retail investor like you, like everybody else here. But as far as I know, when the market does a pullback, usually we have only nothing but good opportunities to buy. And especially not only in a 1 week time frame, but when we analyze the larger time frame, like the 1 year time frame, look at this. 1 year later, we have very good, decent chances of having a very positive year. And we have a very good chance of buying the dip right now at this moment. So, guys, statistically speaking, historical data tells us that, okay, maybe right now is gonna be a very good moment to buy stocks, to buy NASDAQ, Tesla, whatever. The important is to understand how Tesla fits in this scenario, because here I'm talking about only the NASDAQ index, okay? But how Tesla fits here? Well, Tesla is going to behave just like the NASDAQ, because the same catalysts that are affecting the NASDAQ composite index are affecting Tesla as well, which are mainly the Fed, the interest rates, and etc. We all know this story, but right now it's important to tell that, okay, we have good chances of going up, but when is gonna be the best moment to buy Tesla? Now, we are going to look at charts, okay? So remember to click on the subscription button and keep in touch with my insights. Next Monday, I will update you guys on Tesla as usual, and I will present very good arguments as always. Now, let's take a look at Tesla's chart over here. Okay, today, let's look first the weekly chart. Today is Friday, so the weekly candle is closing right now. We are still, despite the crash, as crazy as this sounds, Tesla is still in a crystal clear bull trend, long-term speaking. We are still doing higher highs, higher lows. We are still above the 21 exponential moving average, and we are holding ourselves nicely over here. To be honest, I was not expecting this EMA was going to work as a support again for Tesla. right now with such a high volatility. So, okay, great. We're going up nicely. Look at how the 10-year futures, the 10-year yield futures are behaving. In the weekly chart, we see only a very strong bearish shooting star candlestick pattern, indicating that the yields are supposed to do a correction in the next few weeks. And when we look at the NASDAQ index, see, right now we are dropping roughly 14% since its peak. So, guys, this it did the exact same movement other 65 times. Right now is just another time, and it's interesting because we are near a support level in the weekly chart and in the daily chart as well. If the NASDAQ reacts over here, any bullish candlestick would be just an excuse for us to have a long exposure on the NASDAQ and probably on Tesla as well. And again, guys, I already told you this. What's the main difference between a gambler and a stock speculator? Gamblers, they only buy and sell without any fundamental or technical reason, while true speculators are going to use statistics, data, charts, and every single tool at their disposal to increase the odds in their favor and to enhance their profitabilities. What's more, to have a good risk management. Charts are here to offer us a very good risk management. So, as far as I know, Tesla lost the support level we mentioned this week at $995. And this means that, okay, yes, Tesla is bearish right now. We are holding around the EMA in the weekly chart, and that's a good sign. But we also have another support level at this gap, $939 in the daily chart. We don't see any other meaningful support level. We only see the EMA in the weekly chart. So I believe since we are so close, I mean, we almost filled this gap, right? We should drop only less than 2% in order to fill this gap. It would be great to see Tesla filling this gap over here and doing a very good reaction. If this happens, Tesla would give us a very nice buy opportunity. And I do believe Tesla is going to retest its next resistance level around 11.15. Again, I already told you guys about this resistance. I do believe we're gonna hit there. I just don't know when, and I just don't know how. Okay, so let's pay attention to the signs. Right now, despite the good data in our favor, statistically speaking, we have 70% chances of a bullish on the next week. All right, that's perfect. That's great. But let's wait for a proper bullish reaction on the charts so we can assess the right risk management. And for some confirmation's sake, because, well, we still have 30% chances of not going up. So we have to be extremely careful. The situation is extremely delicate. So let's wait for a bullish reaction. I think any kind of bullish candlestick pattern in the 1 hour chart or chart pattern in the 1 hour chart will be a very good excuse for us to start building a very nice long position in Tesla, waiting for it to retest 11.15s and just set a very nice risk management over here, a very nice and tight stop loss, because if we lose this support level at this gap, probably the 900s are going to be our next stop. Okay, so let's assess the right risk management. Use stop losses because the situation might get out of control, but as far as I know, the risk reward ratio is starting to make sense again, and I like that kind of configuration. Okay, I like how Tesla is looking right now. It seems crazy to say this because we are dropping 4%, way more than Lucid or Rivian or the NASDAQ, the S&P, etc. But are during moments like this when we usually see the best opportunities around. Okay, so I hope you guys like it. My investment trading thesis over here. My friends, see you guys next week. I will keep you guys in touch. Thank you very much for your support, for your attention, for your kindness. Stay safe. Farewell.